schools are better equipped now. Schools aren't the same as when we went. They have changed massively. So, and
what have you seen that it's changed? It's very hard for me to comprehend that.
Teachers, it's a new generation of teachers. It's not the same generation of teachers that we had, where they don't understand mental health. And they don't
our parents' generation who are very, like, I don't know about you, but if I talk to my dad about...
My dad's the most old school guy in the world.
If I talk to my dad about mental health or anything like that, even though I've seen him struggle, I've seen him go through it, he just says it's not a thing. Not he doesn't say it's a thing, but he can't comprehend what I'm talking about.
He can't admit he's weak. And that's a big bit I've noticed. Like when I first told my dad about, so I was having panic attacks at one point, and I told my dad about it, and so my dad's got problems with he had a cancer scare with prostate cancer and stuff. I'm still going through it all, but it wasn't cancer. But he had some problems up his arse pretty much. and he says, he tells me, what have you got to be upset about? Like, I live with a sore arse every day. I'm like, Dad, fuck off. Like, you can't just say because you've got a sore arse, your life is worse. Like, you just because you don't understand it. And then when my granddad died, my dad's dad, I seen him weak for the first time ever. And I think he noticed that as well. And do you know how much my dad's changed since my granddad passed away? Because he's maybe in that first time in his life where he's went, fuck, I'm alone. But my dad's not here anymore. And it's a horrible thing to say, like, it's my granddad passing was a good thing for that for my dad. And I've also didn't want my granddad to die. I've spoken with my granddad a lot. But I think it taught my dad a very valuable lesson. So I think it's just people have to went through that wee thing that just tips them on the edge.
It's terrifying how similar I've went through the same thing.
But this is what I say to everybody. This is why I speak it. This is why I do what I do. It's why I talk about what I talk about. See, everything I say, everybody says, I relate so much. Because we're all the fucking same. We're different. We're different. But we all go through the same fucking shit.
See what you're saying, your dad's never went through something. He would have. He just never knew what it was back then. So, like, he's probably went through stuff in his 20s. Yeah. He's probably... But surely your dad...
This is what I mean. This is what we speak about now.
Yeah.
Where he says, I'm starting to...
But he had to hear, like...
He had to go through something that bad.
And then hear, other people go through this and this thing.
I was going through stuff like that.
So, like... But I don't know if you can ever get it through them with that generation. Because when I first broke up with my first girlfriend and stuff, my dad, he was quite good for about a month, and then he was pretty much just telling me to man up and all that. My mum was going through these fucking schizophrenic episodes. Yep. My brain was just literally like, imagine a fried egg just fucking sizzling, mate. Just sizzling away, and he's telling me to man up. And I was like, mate, I can't man up, I'm sizzling. I'm about to be served up in a fucking plate. And so the first time I seen him vulnerable was when I moved to Australia, and I'm an only child, and he's also been, I think he's actually been celibate for a long time. Not even just single. I think he might actually be a born again virgin. It's been that long. But
poor guy.
He had a breakdown when I moved to Australia, and he's pretty much telling me not to cry about moving, like, for 2 weeks solid. I was like, I'm not going to, and he did. And then since then, he's been so much better. But then I told him I went to therapy, and he was like, what'd you go to therapy for? I was like, mostly my mum. And he was like, sure, I had 2 alcoholic parents, like, your mum wasn't that bad. And I'm like, why did you, see my mum, why did you break up with her? And he went, because she was tortured. And I was like, hi.
Yeah.
I live with her on my own from 4 years old.
Yeah.
you listen to what you're saying.
Yep. That's again very... My mom wasn't torture. My mom was a fucking great woman, but she's a nightmare in her own way. No saying neglect, but similar to me, where she just works like fuck. Mm-hmm. And now, again, I've had these conversations with my mom. My mom's a fucking single mum of 7 children.
Oh.
Like, and my dad's about. My dad's there, but my mom's she's got a lot of pride, so she'll not accept help. So when she's struggling, she's like, I'll just go work. And like, I've seen my mom greeting. I've seen my mom sitting, like, she's not seen her, but she's been in the living room and that greeting her eyes out. And I've walked past, and obviously I don't go in. It's like, she's having a moment. I'll just let her do her thing. I'm not going to make her feel worse, but that's also where I get my problems with. And again, because I went through it now, I'm starting to see on these signs. It's crazy when you go through something how much you notice about people and how much you realise, like, it's not sunshine and rainbows, so you're no as good as what you make it to be. And that's where you find it hard to draw a line to, like, do I help them? Do I know? Do I just let them come in the rain? Because I see it in social media. There's a certain person on social media now. I'm not saying his name, I'm not getting involved in it, but he is having a breakdown. And he needs to.
Is it fitness?
I hope.
Is it fitness?
No. And I hope he sees this. Nah, it's no fitness. And I hope he sees this and I hope he listens to me. Get off social media and go fucking work on yourself, because clinging at what you're trying to cling at, it's not working.